Hello, my Cybies. My background face is the wrong color. I have to mask differently on the game streams. Oh no, how embarrassing. Anyway, before we begin, I have a very important, serious announcement to make. I haven't seen the new Has-Been Hotel episodes, so do not spoil them for me, or else send fake spoilers or out-of-context spoilers in super chats. There we go. How is everybody today? As you can see, we have the chat in, light subscriber mode right now to curb any trolls and ne'er-do-wells who want to make Twitter fights, like, serious business in their whole political ideology, and it's really lame and stupid. Anyway, I shan't have anything to do with it anymore. Yes, I nuked my Twitter. I will stay off the twatter. I've learned my lesson. I am never listening to a single person ever again who tells me that I am obligated to use my platform to raise awareness for anything. I will be using my platform to have fun, like we were always meant to. So, there you go. I'm sure the new episodes are good. I've just been out all day. Ah! Oh shit. I fucked up my theme song. Everything is going terribly for me. Oh no. Maybe the internet was right. Anyway, No, I changed it to a new song anyway. Whatever. Okay, fine. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's fun to argue with people sometimes, but everybody has to turn it into, like, politics or something. Like, they think that media discussions can't just be media discussions. And they have to misconstrue anything they can find that you say, even if you're just, like, saying something you were misinformed about in a casual conversation 4 months ago. That has to be turned into, well, you're Mega Hitler now, because obviously that is a hard stance you stand by, which is just, retarded. Retarded. Yeah, I said it. I know. Boo. Probably scared away some of the lurkers. Ooh. You're here to clip things, right? Oh my god, well give me money if you want to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna unpause the supers incidentally.
At Mr. DeBossBaby6969 send a super chat, a rare green screen sigh. Spoiler, Adam comes back.
No fucking way. No, that must be a fake one, right? I did say give me fake spoilers or out of context spoilers, and I did ask for this. I can't see the super chats coming right now. Having the chat in sub mode has cucked the chat from OBS for it. I'm only looking at the multi-chat right now, so I guess you guys will surprise me. Awesome. Well, we're not going to be watching or reacting to anything today. I'm mostly going to be drawing. It's probably going to be like a 2-hour stream anyway. Like I said, I was out all day. We will be doing our Has-Been React tomorrow, though. I will be scheduling it. But, I said, send me completely out of context spoilers or fake spoilers in super chats. There we go. I see people are doing fake spoilers even without the super chats. Amazing. And I'm getting thrown tomatoes. Yes, of course. Other thing, I may have found a way to do throwables on YouTube. It's gonna take a bit of, elbow grease, though, to, make it work. So, I'm gonna have to buy the tools for it and, just mess around with it and figure it out, I guess. We're playing Minecraft Story Mode. I know a few people want me to play that. I'm not sure. I heard it was kind of bad, but... Anyway, I'm gonna start on this, final page of this thing I've been working on for fucking ever. Maybe without Twitter to distract me, I'll be getting more work done these days. Who knows? We're definitely bringing the channel back to, what it's supposed to be. We're going to bullshit, we're going to shitpost, and we're going to talk about media and have fun and ignore all the problems of the world, because sometimes, believe it or not, people actually need a break from the world careening into World War III.
16 sent a super chat. Alastair reveals his secret form, Green Alastair, and he greened all over the place. I dropped my copy of Spider-Man, PS2, and fell to my knees.
Oh no! Oh my god, the Alistair recolors. It was foretold by that one graphic on, on the internet. I know, like, the last Twitter fight I had was this kid insisting that I'm selfish if I don't use my platform to be an activist. Did I knock this off my playlist or what? Okay, whatever. Let me just... Hang on, let me put it on shuffle again just to make sure I'm in the right thing here. I don't want to play the wrong music. Speaking of, my scramble vision for last week's has-been discussion went pretty well. I didn't get nuked by Amazon midstream, but I did get pinged afterward. I got one of the copyright restrictions cleared. So we'll have to be a bit more careful. But yeah.
At Mr. DeBossBaby6969 send a super chat. No, we must take media so super seriously. Now listen to my 4-hour video on why the Dukes of Hazzard is super woke, a cab sponsored by Scam Corp.
I know, right? I know. Like, everyone, like, I get it from both sides, too. People, right-wing people, think automatically that I'm some kind of activist just because I'm gay and left-leaning. And left-wingers think I need to be some kind of activist because I'm gay and left-leaning. And it's like, maybe I don't fucking want to do that. Have you considered that? Have you considered that maybe people don't want to think about this shit 24/7? And for their own sake, to be able to live their own fucking lives, they cannot think about it and just enjoy things? You know? You ever think about that? You know, there's one kid, the kid that caused the blow-up that had everybody going after me on Twitter and saying I'm canceled forever because they think Twitter's the entire internet. We're saying, like, I'm selfish for not using my platform to raise awareness. Don't I know there's 3 genocides going on? And, like, and I just don't care about minorities if I don't use my platform. And it's like, what the fuck? And this kid's, like, 20. And telling me I've never had to think about the world around me. And that's what got me in trouble, because I fired back at them. That sounds kind of privileged to say to somebody. Especially after berating me for like 8 paragraphs about why I just can't oppose being labeled queer because I don't identify with that word. It doesn't work for me to say, I don't identify with this, don't call me that, apparently. And so then they went wailing all over Twitter about how I'm not allowed to call them privileged. So yeah. And then I said, you know what? Everyone's right. I should delete Twitter. I should just stop even engaging in this shit. As much as I kind of enjoy, like, arguing back and forth about things, like, these people don't even want to make it fun. They just want to make it about canceling people, and it's exhausting, and I'm not going to do anything with it. You know, I'm just not, you know, whatever. And we'll keep having positive conversations about the Hash Brown Motel on the discussion streams. Maybe we'll do another hater stream at some point.
Mr. send a super chat. The boomers were right. We all should just grill.
Sometimes you just need to grill and chill, man. Like, back in my day, you could actually be friends with people you don't politically and philosophically align with. Wholly. You know, you could just, like, be chill with people, and not everything had to be about politics. And not everybody had to think they're saving the world every hour of the day. And not everyone thought they had to save and change everyone around them. Like, it's their fucking duty. I've been told multiple times today that I should have been grateful to a man 10 years my junior who thought he was better than me because he went to college and is a smug upper-class liberal, whereas I'm a working-class, left-leaning independent. I should have been grateful that they were trying to, like, pretty woman me, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, now see, when this shit first happened, and Anthony was like, I'm not associating with Sai anymore, and her statements don't reflect my own opinions. I'm like, okay, fine, cool, whatever. I don't care. Door's still open if he ever changes his mind. And then he started protracting it. And started saying shit like, I tried so hard to educate her. And it's like, okay, so you're telling me this entire time we've been associating, you've just seen me as an inferior, that it is up to you to uplift from my savagery, is that it?
At Crass V6Z sent a super chat. HH spoiler, Zach Hadel plays a few roles in episode 6. If you close your eyes at this scene, you could imagine that it's Charlie and Pim in HH Hell.
That sounds exactly correct, yes, yes. Okay, Multiverse, that's cool. You don't have to. Alright, what the fuck was I doing?
Ilonic sent a super chat, so I don't ever change.
I'm trying not to, man, but like I said, we're going back to basics. We are here to have fun. I don't care what anybody says, like, oh, but you can't talk about this person's media videos unless you talk about all the things they did or things we want to cancel them for. I don't care. I don't care. I want to have fun. I mean, I kind of had a feeling too, Dana Brain, but, like, again, I'm a person who, like, I can get along with people I don't completely philosophically align with. Like, yeah... Oh, Anthony's now loudly disavowing me to impress Twitter. So, which is probably not going to go well for him if he just shut his face, but now they're going to turn around and devour him. It's already started. And it's like, dude, just get off Twitter, too. You have a young kid now. Like... No, some 20-year-old kid on Twitter got very angry at the notion that they could, in some possible way, on some vector intersectionality, be privileged, and went wailing all over Twitter about it, and so people went hunting down, like, random screenshots. One of them's even fake. One of them's real at a year old and out of context. And one of them was like, okay, I was misinformed on a situation. And said something ignorant, like, 4 months ago, and it's already passed, and... Okay. But these people always want you to, like, bow down to them and grovel for forgiveness, and obviously, Crim and Ant always wanted me to conform to this sort of internet politics brain rot nonsense, and I wasn't going to. And if that wasn't good enough for them, well, whatever. I mean, I could tolerate that obnoxious kind of thing in them, because I didn't think they were that deep in it.
Advocuasimpered3481 sent a super chat. Look, Sai, I said queer. And yes, it is rather queer that I had to give you money, but I'd say it's rather queer you try turning your chat into an echo chamber.
Okay.
At Miss Jasmine 305
you just gave me
sent
money.
a super chat. Haven't seen the new HH episodes cause I was running errands all morning and being a responsible adult. Vomiting face emoji. Anyway, here's a spoiler. Sai is secretly Lilith and Rue. Devilish face emoji.
I was also out all day, so I haven't seen the episodes yet, so there you go.
Look, I don't blame you for being edgy, but get this straight.
Yeah, I'm apparently the one trying to run an echo chamber when I'm the one who gets, like, just blasted by everyone for not conforming to a very narrow set of ideals.
Philip Damarant sent a super chat. First super chat, and I literally know nothing about Has-Been, but here's some money.
Well, you could always...
heart emoji.
Thank you, thank you. You could always come to the episode discussion stream tomorrow. We've been doing those lately. It seems like a natural pivot for my channel to just have streams talking about episodes of things as they come out, and it's been fun. So, yeah.
At Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Like, I used to be part of the left-leaning political brain rot. And all I hope is everyone entrenched in it gets well soon.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
At
it's
Mr. The
ridiculous.
Boss Baby 6969 sent a super chat. Fuck it, I want to share it. Ant was just in the Discord to share his BreadTube Light videos, chat a bit and then he leaves. That was his educating.
I don't know, we had association behind the scenes. We shared a bit of our lives with each other, you know, but, you know, and we were friendly, and to me it was just like, okay, cool, you're like a collaborator, a colleague in the same field as me, and let us small YouTubers band together and grow our channels together, and fuck me, right, I guess? Okay. Yeah, like, so all these people are so crazy, like, you can't even be, like, a centrist anymore. You're not even allowed to just not care anymore. Like you have to care about every single thing in the world.
At sent a super chat. For real, what the hell is going on with 2025? First my ex betrays me, then iDubbbz betrays Ethan Klein, and now I see trouble in your group as well?
That's an interesting correlation you just made there. But, no, it's true. People are getting nuts, and it's like, all they care about is optics. All they care about is looking like the most correct, right, progressive person ever. And it's like, if you maintain that, and if you engage in that culture, it's only a matter of time until they turn it on you. And they already have, and they're going to again.
People should accept others for who they are and not try to change them. Unless it involves arson and cannibalism and tricking people into a cookout, but that's another story for another day.
Cryo, is the cannibalism part of the cookout? I need to know. Oh, there isn't really much of a story to tell. It's all just finger-pointing bullshit.
Sent a super chat. I'm sorry they were just friends with you just to change you. That's not what friendship is.
Yeah, amazing that, huh? Yeah, so... they used to laugh. Both Ant and Krim used to laugh at the idea of people on the internet running to them to tell them to control me. But it turns out that's what they were trying to do all along. So that's cool. I don't know why you listen to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in your fucking inbox and email and kowtow to what they want. They're basically Karens writing letters to the manager. Or writing letters to corporate, rather, and then yelling at the manager. But there's really nothing to say. I'm off Twitter. That's what they wanted, isn't it?
A super chat. Why have you been calling me transphobic and ableist?
Oh, because you are. Didn't you make a big show of misgendering Limus Blackish, who everyone cares about again all of a sudden? And suddenly we care about Limus's feelings again. Because, oh, now Limus is a poor, innocent victim of mine. Didn't you jump right to misgendering them? And didn't you say some shit about Malcolm? And didn't you say some homophobic shit about me, buddy?
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. BTW, belated congrats on 19.5k subs. Almost at 20k.
19.5, are you sure? I wasn't there yesterday. Okay. I guess my subs are going up. Yeah, thanks for the super chat, stupid.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Everyone fighting to be crowned the king/queen/monarch of the politically correct.
I know, it's so fucking tiring. And Blackish only made a hit piece on me because I said Artisa's cartoon takes are bad, and that she's kinda homophobic in the way she expresses them. Ooh. I like how Krim said I made Artisa's life a living hell by reacting to her cartoon video essays, critiquing them, showing examples from the show where she's just making shit up, and then pointing out her absolute fucking homophobia she expresses every single time the single gay man on the main cast shows any sexual desire whatsoever. Oh, Space Frog! It's alright, Space Frog. I've made things easy on you today. You have to be subscribed for a week to chat right now. I still don't know what the fuck the UTTP is, and I don't care. All those people in the commentary community expect you to know all of their inter-community bullshit. They expect everyone to be aware of it, and it's like, you guys are such a tiny fucking sliver of the internet. You guys have no idea how big YouTube is. I don't fucking care what Krim is saying now.
Jehudi sent a super chat. Posturing. It's all posturing and no solutions.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it all.
Yeah, I know. Haven't people run around-
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Oh. It's actually 19.6k now. I read it wrong. Good thing I'm getting new glasses tomorrow, Lamau.
Oh, cool.
At Nostalgic Nerd 9036 sent a super chat. Sai, what happened to your Twitter account?
I deleted it. I'm done with Twitter. It's not worth it.
Edge to Mazoon sent a super chat. Sending $2 to own.
Ah! Whatever will I do now? You gave me money! Also, besides, wasn't Krim running around... weren't people running around calling Krim, a trans woman hater for calling out a literal pedophile?
123 sent a super chat. It's funny how he accused you of harassing someone when he harassed Dominic Noble.
I mean, I wouldn't even call what Krim did harassment. You are responding to somebody's take on a piece of media with your own opposing take. I don't see anything wrong with that. Especially if you put out these things in public for entertainment, critics would argue with each other, people would reply to each other, letters to the editor back and forth. This is nothing new. Yeah, gotta support Elon. I like how all of these, like, people so desperate to show how progressive and forward-thinking they are on Elon Musk's fucking dying app. You can't even see anything on there without signing in now. It's bullshit.
At Dana_Brain sent a super chat, hoping computer comes back from repair safe tax.
I hope so too, man. That's always stressful when your computer's at the shop. Well, then again, like, Krim thinks me talking about Artista's bad cartoon takes is making her life a living hell. No, he put it as, you made a black woman's life a living hell. It's like, I responded to someone's fuck-ass opinions, like... And I guess it wasn't harassing Dominic Noble to, like, just, you know, talk about his fuck-ass opinions on a book. Yeah, okay. I guess he's an acceptable target? I don't know. That's the other thing. Ant and Krim seemed to think I was using my channel to go after quote-unquote acceptable targets. I have always just critiqued people's media takes. Like... I know, and it's like, and the only people they cared about me covering are all these has-been hater kids.
_does_stuff sent a super chat. It's funny how the people who claim to be the most inclusive end up being the most toxic and narrow-minded people in the entire planet.
Isn't it
also,
ironic?
Hope you're doing well, Sai.
I'm
pretty
fine.
anxious RN.
I am just fine, don't you worry. Like I said, we're taking the channel back to basics. We are here to have fun.
Shiny Smeargle sent a super chat. People are desperate to be on a moral high ground.
They sure are.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Didn't Artiste literally sexually harass you on Tumblr while being Regina George homophobic?
Yeah, she did. She was saying some weird fucking shit about me, like, just wanting to get with her or something. That's cool. That's cool to say to me. Like, it's cool. Anything anyone says to me is fine. Anything anyone says to me is acceptable, because, I'm lower on the progressive stack, I guess. And I don't think the right things, or say the right things, or conform to the right things, so... Doesn't matter how nasty and rude people are to me. I don't know, man, but don't expect me to do a collab with a lot of YouTubers going forward. Yeah, and guess who went back to talking about the Helliverse, because that's the only thing that gets her views. Artiste. But yeah, Crimin Ant started going cold after I started...
At Dino Nuggy 22 sent a super chat. All of the smack talk you are receiving sound like snark brain ideology.
I mean, pretty much. And they're all just gonna tear each other apart. Because this is how this works. They will find something. And again, Ant's short memory that he has. Does he honestly think no one is ever gonna come up to him again and say, aren't you that rape apologist who protected Neil Gaiman or defended Neil Gaiman? You think no one's ever gonna say that to you again, buddy? He gets really upset when people bring that up. Hates it when it happens to him, but he's fine with engaging in the same behavior. And to be fair, I don't believe that. I always thought it was bullshit that people would exaggerate him having just kind of an awkward initial opinion on an unfolding situation and turning it into, he's a rape apologist.
V6Z sent a super chat. I swear to God, if Zach and Michael don't cameo in Digital Circus in one of these next 3 episodes, I have lost all hope in mankind.
Is there 3 episodes
Owen
left?
sent a super chat. Did you check out the Super Mario Galaxy movie?
Wait, is it out already? Oh my god, I can't keep track of anything. Is it out? Oh, I thought it was... No, it's not out yet, is it? I do wanna see it, of course. But, yeah, like, even with Lily, I started off critiquing her media opinions. And they're surprised when I keep critiquing media opinions. Or just talking about whatever interests me on stream. That's just kinda what I do. Yeah, apparently it was cruel for me to talk about Pink King's video for 20 minutes on a live stream about bad takes on Has-Been Hotel.
At Evie Tomato Soup Full sent a super chat. Limo artist so much for leaving Helliverse behind.
But yeah, that was cruel, talking about his dumb video where he said, oops, sorry.
V6Z sent a super chat. Yeah, there are 3 Fs left.
Let me put, like I said, I can't see the super chats coming right now because of the subscriber-only mode on the chat. But, yeah, it was cruel of me to throw his video in at the end of a live stream and talk about it for 20 minutes and make fun of his notion that Alistair Has-Been Hotel should be more like Omni-Man title screen. That was cruel, but it wasn't cruel of him to retaliate with 2 hit-piece cancel videos on me, bringing up that one out-of-context screenshot that was posted by a Steven Sest pedo artist who hated me for cutting off contact with them. Same one actually apparently tried to waltz into Malcolm's server the other day and then got completely nuked when people realized who it was. I heard that through the grapevine. Of course Opblock made a video of me. He's desperate for clout. And I'm sure it's just gonna sink into the algorithm and be forgotten about within a week. And then they'll move on to something else, and then eventually Chuli will get thrown under the bus by Lio, and that'll be fun to watch with binoculars. We made, like, an actual, like, edited video, not a stream? Aw, isn't that cute? Of course it's an ass video. This is the same guy who was, like, loudly, and proudly misgendering Lily a while ago, like it was a badass thing he was doing. And he's over here, like, trying to, like, bring a cancel mob on me. Okay, buddy. I delete my Twitter account because Twitter's a waste of fucking time. And it's not worth arguing with insane people who have to turn everything into some sort of, like, high-stakes political or social issue. Yeah, but see, Space Frog, he's a man. Men can purposefully be shitty, but if you, someone they don't like, or a woman, or whatever, say something accidentally even, you are Mega Hitler and the worst person ever. So let them all just rot in their little tar pit. I know, Twitter was getting too distracting anyway. As much as fun. But again, these people on Twitter don't even want arguing to be fun. They just want to turn everything into, like, some big life or death situation. And just will just completely, like, twist things out of context to make them sound as bad as possible so they can say so-and-so is this or that. Like the example I used earlier and will continue to use, where people kept calling Anthony Gramuglia a rape apologist for just kind of having an awkward opinion on the breaking Neil Gaiman story that hadn't even fully come out yet. It's ridiculous. It's completely stupid. And they do it to be malicious. And now the same thing is happening, and he's just participating, because he would rather appease Twitter people than just be a normal human being, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's artists who post on Twitter, but yeah, all the artists I posted on, all the artists I followed on Twitter post on Instagram, so maybe I'll start using Instagram more again. I really gotta do more stuff with that in Patreon. Yeah, I don't think even Ant would take Gilded seriously, so. So what have we learned? People get mad at me for not conforming to whatever they think I should be. People get mad at me for not being in the commentary community and having no desire to be. People get mad at me for not automatically being an activist. And it's like, okay, so what if I don't want to do any of that shit, huh? And so I'm still not over the kid, like, fucking telling me I'm selfish if I don't use my platform to spread awareness of whatever they think I should. Like, God forbid people just have some entertainment and have some fun in their lives, you know? But don't you know there are terrible things happening in the world that you personally can do nothing about? You just have to show how much you care all the time, or you're a bad person. It's ridiculous, and you're only doing it to impress other people who the situation is not affecting. He's not gonna fall in the Lyos crew, I don't think. I'm so tired of people who think, like, media and entertainment has to be, like, the battleground for social issues, too. Like, no, the fuck it doesn't. Sometimes we can just talk about a show without having to say, like, the creator is, like, the worst thing ever when all she does is exist and made something, you know? But yeah, I noticed that's definitely when Crim and Ant started, like, getting colder toward me, is when I started criticizing people who are insane about the Helliverse shows, and like, oh my god, Fancy Pop is an actual danger to society, and these shows are racist and homophobic, and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, and making it just, I don't know, it's, yeah.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Have you seen the new Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie? I'm going with friends this weekend.
I didn't know about that one either. I'm always behind on movies.
At Cutie Appleby 123 sent a super chat. $2 to own Ant and Crim.
There you go, there you go.
At Brascal sent a super chat. As a centralist, I wish you a nice bag of popcorn. I'm gonna go back to lurking. Less than 3.
Oh, thank you very much for your super chat. I do appreciate the support, you guys.
Bylonic sent a super
I need
chat.
Letterboxd.
Angel Dust and Stolas, the 2 most hated characters in Helliverse. Wonders what they have in common?
Oh yeah, it turns out they're both gay. Yeah, but no, we don't have to analyze that. If you're on the Twitter brain rot left political side, you don't have to analyze any of your biases because you can't possibly have any.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. They always say I'm gonna stop talking about Helliverse. It's a waste of my time. Then their views drop and they go right back to raging about it.
So that's all they got.
At Gargarock Bob sent a super chat. I honestly think people need to be bullying more to grow a spine, because everyone's acts like you are saying the worst thing but just saying. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
At Mr. DeBossBaby 6969 sent a super chat. Getting 90s Explorer windshield replace tax.
You have a 90s
At
Explorer?
sent a super chat. Drawing together tax.
Yay! We're drawn together, you could say. That show got really bad.
Shiny Smeargle sent a super chat. Isn't the commentary community falling apart now?
I think they've been falling apart, but I don't know. They seem kind of, they're like cockroaches. They're kind of resilient.
At Pyro7693 sent a super chat. This is sounding like the main quest of Fallout New Vegas where you have to choose between warring factions, but dumber.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of like that.
At Stevens sent a super chat. Sign off topic. Do you like Lois Lane with or without lavender eyes?
I didn't know that was a thing about Lois Lane to ask.
You sent a super chat. Every political cycle I take 2 months break from social media for a reason. Negativity overload is so real.
That's true.
At Replica_Rabbit send a super chat. All this for a good cartoon about demons.
I know, and that's the whole thing. Like, okay, don't like the show, whatever. Have criticisms of the show, whatever. But people act like it's like a political imperative to hate these shows. And I always mentioned it, and it is the moment. It is basically the moment those two started going cold on me, is when we had that 7-hour stream together, which, full disclosure, I offered Ant and Crim both a cut of the super chats from that 7-hour Lily stream, of which there were many, and I knew there would be, and because they were my guests, I thought it was fair to offer them a cut of the money because they were part of the draw, because that's just my principle. So, Crim took the money, and Ant said, oh, can I have my cut in, like, credit for thumbnail art? And I said, oh, okay, I could swing that. And I said, and I'll give you, like, a discount on the price I would normally charge per thumbnails, because you're growing your channel. So, I basically did a bunch of free art for him, and he's saying I exploited him somehow. Like, fuck off, bro. and saying how, oh, he tried to teach this poor wretch better ways, and he just failed. And it's like, nobody asked you to be everybody's savior, bro. This is your problem. You have a hero complex. Cut it out. Take care of your son.
At Leia_does_stuff sent a super chat. Honestly, I wish to live at a time where the internet is only there to entertain and connect with people about similar interests, nothing else.
You mean like it used to be?
Ironic sent a super chat. Thing is, it's been proven that people only have so much bucket capacity for empathy, and when you run out, you burn out.
Exactly. Nobody can care about every single bad thing happening in the world. I've described it in my own head as having survivor's guilt for the world. Like how can you enjoy your life? Won't you be privileged if you don't think about all the suffering happening out there? But it's literally impossible. And who does it serve? Who does it serve for you to just flog yourself for everything happening in the world that you can't do anything about? It doesn't serve anybody. All it serves is everyone being able to see you sit there going, look how much I care, look how much I care, look what a good person I am. And what's it worth? What does that do? Who does that help? Nobody. So it's just a pointless exercise.
At Evie Tomato Soup Full sent a super chat. Is the ACC really falling apart when the purpose of their existence is to destroy one member every month?
True.
Isn't this business as usual for them?
Yeah.
At Mr. DeBossBaby6969 sent a super chat. Yes, a 1998 Mercury Mountaineer, which is just a Ford Explorer, top heavy as hell, and is on the top 5 most cash for clunkers car list twice. At CutieAppleby123 sent a super chat. She did free art for me. I'm the one being exploited. Yeah, he deserved that unsub.
Yeah, I would like to know how I exploited and manipulated him by just being friendly with him and supporting his channel growth. I would really, really fucking like to know that.
Bylonic sent a super chat. I prefer hiding all my good deeds.
Well, yeah, you should be able to just do good deeds without having to show everybody, like, look what I did, look how good I am!
Athena_brain sent a super chat, blaming for thought crimes. How Catholic of them.
Well, Aunt's Catholic. Okay, I think that was the last one. Like I said, I can't see the supers coming. I did have them pause for a bit there. Yeah, exactly. You can care and say, oh, that's awful, that's a shame, but, like, what does ruminating on it do for anybody? Doesn't help you. Doesn't help people all the way across the world, you know? And, of course, again, that attitude, that 20-year-old kid who started the last Twitter blow-up I was in, saying you're selfish if you don't use your platform to be, like, some sort of activist or raise awareness about this or that cause, and it's like, there's a time and a place, you know? Sometimes people do need a reprieve from that, but they want you thinking about these things 24/7, and you have to prove to everyone you are thinking about them in order to satisfy them, or they will turn on you and call you a terrible person. And it's like, what's the fucking point? You know, what is the point? Again, how is that productive?
Sent a super chat. I'm a keep it real, and just felt like the other side of the coin to the chuds he complains about. The constant political brain rot goes both ways.
It sure does. Oh god, that was like somebody in Malcolm's server, like, said that they don't think grifting can work the same way on the left as it does on the right. Like they said, like, the idea of a leftist grifting streamer is impossible. And it's like, yeah, this is how you get grifted, you fucking idiots. Just because somebody spouts the correct buzzwords or correct popular current opinion doesn't mean they actually fucking believe it. Doesn't mean they actually care.
Super chat. You know, when I said blame Psy for everything, it was a joke. Because we need jokes and joy. I love being able to bully you with money. It's hilarious to me.
Everyone should bully me more with money. That is good. That is correct. And I deleted Twitter because exactly what I'm talking about now. It's exhausting and pointless. And you can't even, like, discourse about fucking media on there without people having to turn it into, like, some big catastrophic social issue. Yeah, and of course it was about Hassan. Hassan is a grifter. And of course, I once sarcastically said Hassan should go back to Turkey because he brags about growing up there. And he talks about how bad America is and he praises North Korea and the CCP.
At Evie Tomato Soup Full sent a super chat. Do these people know left-wing cults exist?
Of course they don't, because they're on the left, and the left is right and good, and always right and good, and nobody on the left could possibly ever be biased or prejudiced, because they're in the right, and they'll always be the good guys. Just because of the side they're on. And that's why it's so fucking stupid. And so counterproductive in how people get hurt. But yeah, okay, so I'm just apparently being racist to the multi-million-dollar streaming grifter dude bro who does not give a shit about a single thing he says. And whose, like, entire wardrobe costs more than you make in a month. And was born in fucking New Jersey. But okay. I mean, anyone who thinks Hassan isn't a huge piece of shit, you are kidding yourself. You think that guy believes a single goddamn thing he says? No. He just says what you want to hear, so you'll throw your meager paycheck at him, while he sits in his fucking multi-million-dollar LA mansion abusing his dog and shoving plain chicken into his mouth. Well, he's a man, though. He's a man. He can just get away with murder, basically. And he says all the correct internet buzzwords that they want to hear. So how could he be wrong? How could he ever be wrong about anything? And how could he maybe be bullshitting them?
Chat. People taking that by joke seriously is so stupid.
I know. It's just they just want a reason to be mad. They just want a reason to be mad. The only thing I did do to Artis was say her media takes are bad and homophobic, because they are. How is that making somebody's life a living hell, for fuck's sake? While she's making money off of YouTube videos tearing down someone else, ironically.
Ironic sent a super chat. Funny thing is I only heard about Teeth and Clean like a year ago and Hassan like a few months after that. Like, everyone treats these guys as so important.
I know, because, well, again, that's pretty terminally online. Because they're not that important.
At Evie Tomato Soup Full sent a super chat, and that her art was bad, which it was.
Did I say that? That might have been a little mean, but...
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Oh my god. Is that what the biphobia thing is from? When you made that joke about Steven Universe. Come TF on people.
Yeah, that's it. And me having, of course, the audacity to say that bisexuals don't fully understand the experiences of homosexuals. That's always so offensive, apparently, because I don't know. I can't just say that, like, oh, we have two different experiences and you will never quite understand mine. It's just true. Sorry.
At Mr. DeBossBaby6969 send a super chat. You know what? Fuck New Jersey. Those bastards stole Pennsylvania's beach coastline.
Pennsylvania should invade them and take it back. Well, you see, Clyde, it's because I don't say the right things. I actually give my own truthful opinions that I have formed on my own and don't just parrot what the popular correct trademark thing to say is, and that means I must be destroyed. No, see, everyone's individual experiences matter until it's me. And because I don't play right, it doesn't count for me.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Artis also got flack from other people in the Helliverse fandom cause their takes were always rancid. Aren't and Krim gonna go after those people too?
No, because they were-
_brain sent a super chat. As a bisexual myself, I honestly agree. By tax.
Thank you for paying your taxes, but no, they're not gonna go after those people, because...
At Plasma Mu sent a super chat. Sigh, didn't you know criticizing someone that is also criticizing something hurts people? Rolling on the floor laughing emoji, a part of the story. I'm glad me and my family got there late.
Yeah, but you see, Vivzy Pop is an acceptable target because we've decided she's the worst person ever for being successful at making her dream project, I guess, yeah. That's basically it, basically. And then putting a lot of gay themes in it, that's a big problem for some people, even people who pretend it's not. So, yeah. Populism, that's a good word for it, but, it's so, angry and, witch hunty. I don't know, it's really weird. But yeah, they're not gonna get mad at other people who critiqued Artisa's takes. Just me, because they were trying to mold me into the image they thought I should be, given my demographics, I guess. Because I have to be the right kind of minority, guys. I have to be a model minority, you see. Otherwise, it's bad optics. Yeah, I'm apparently ace-phobic for telling Artise to maybe stay in her fucking lane when she's, ranting about a repressed gay man showing any sexual attraction at all or expressing any sexual desire at all. I did have somebody comment on my post that I didn't want to make a post about all this bullshit until Ant started going all over YouTube about being melodramatic about how he was trying to change me and I exploited him, and his fans started telling me I should be grateful for his efforts to tame me and tell me the correct ways to behave. Obviously, my poor autistic, feeble, womanly brain needed this big, strong man to tell me how to act. And he took it upon himself, and he tried so hard, you guys. Feel bad for him. Not really creepy, but condescending as fuck and infantilizing.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Almost forgot my asexual panromantic tax.
That's right, goddammit! If you're new here, the tax jokes are something that started a while back, where I did a stream on Casey Anthony coming back and deciding she's an LGBT advocate now, and I demanded reparations from all straight people. So people started giving me straight taxes, and then people just started making up any tax they wanted, because we're like that here. We're a little quirky. But yeah, it's not my fault, little ankle biters were running up to Ant saying, "You need to do something about Psy! Oh my god!" You could ignore those people. That's definitely a possible thing you can do. You can just fucking ignore them, because who the fuck are they? Why do all these people think they're entitled to, control how other people are on the internet?
A super chat. Guess I better add my biromantic asexual tax.
Wait, didn't you just send that?
At Denmark 1226.
I think I replayed it by accident.
Straight tax. Sorry to hear about this.
Thank you. Yeah, so the straight taxes are definitely going to help. The straight taxes are definitely going to help.
At Cat Peasant 106 sent a super chat. Straight version Gooner tax.
Okay, I guess that's a new one.
At Tyler Preston 699 sent a super chat. Straight skeleton tax.
Very straight spine on that skeleton. But yeah, so yeah, just hearing that somebody, spent our entire association seeing me as his inferior that needed to be uplifted by him and taught by him is pretty fucking condescending and infantilizing. What, is it because I have autism? Is it because I'm a woman? Is it because I'm not college educated? Is it because I'm lower class than you? Is that why you thought you had to come in and be my benefactor? Is it the white man's burden? What's going on here?
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Demisexual / ace spectax.
What am I gonna use them for? Weed, probably.
At Plasmamu sent a super chat. I'm just curious for giggles. What do you think they wanted you to be, and don't call Ant strong? Caribbean tax.
I think they wanted me to be another brain-rotted, Twitter pundit that would, toe the party line, or whatever they think the party line is or should be, because, again, people like this think Twitter is the entire fucking world. Just like they think Twitch streamers are the entire fucking world. It is not the entire fucking world, you guys. Twitter does not reflect, like, the common thought of the common man, alright? You're all just fucking crazy and finger-pointing at each other and accomplishing absolutely nothing but stroking your own egos.
Appleby123 sent a super chat, tax evasion tax, which I will not pay.
Tax evasion tax, look more like.
At Lake Valor sent a super chat, trans man tax for the weed fund.
Thank you, thank you.
At Invoicing Emu sent a super chat, ace tax because I hate others policing each other.
Thank you. I don't know why it's blocking you from sending super chats, Frog. That's a little weird.
At Hurtworks sent
I have
a
been
super
pausing
chat.
them, though.
Funny thing is Ant sticks his fingers in his ears, or even worse, defends a lot of crap people on the left do. He is full team sports over what's right.
Yeah, but I'm not on the team, you see. Even though I'm a left-leaning Democrat, but I'm not on the team of far, far left internet brain rot politics. So anybody on that team needs to be protected no matter what they do and say or how many times they shock their dog. Anyone outside of that team, you can do whatever the fuck you want to them, and it's ethical because they're an acceptable target. So, yeah.
At Scoony the 2 ND sent a super chat, probably not as straight as I thought after HH episode 6 tax.
That's intriguing. I will be watching the episodes tonight, though. I have to go pick a thumbnail for the stream.
Gem sent a super chat, alright. I'm a little out of the loop because I couldn't keep up with Kosovo Neo last night. DR, what is going on? Bye tax.
Well, I got kicked out of Malcolm's stream for antagonizing his bitchy mean girl mod team, because they're the exact kind of mod team I hate in Discord servers who always ruin them. And, some kid, got mad at me on Twitter, which caused another blow-up of people trying to cancel me, and now Ant has loudly disavowed me, even though he could have just left it at my opinions do not reflect his.
Jasmine305 sent a super chat, and I tried to educate her. Also, Ant hung out in your Discord and chat, streamed with you, engaged with you on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Yeah, so Ant's now loudly disavowing me, even though he could have just left it at her opinions don't reflect my own and I'm no longer associating with her. That would have been fine. That would have been cool. I wouldn't have said anything. But then he started going around everywhere saying, I tried to educate her. I feel so exploited by her. I put so much effort into, like, trying to change her. And it's like, literally no one asked you. Literally no one fucking asked you. And this happened a while ago when Krim was distancing himself. The two of them were telling me, well, we were running around behind your back trying to, like, damage control with those, has-been hater kids you covered. And it's like, who asked you? Who asked you? Nobody asked you to do that. You assigned this task to your fucking selves. And now you're blaming me that you decided to do that, and I'm not appreciative of it. Something I never fucking asked you to do. Something you never had to do that you decided on your own to do, behind my back, without telling me, or talking to me about it. I mean, I would've just told you, yeah, those kids are crying that I said their cartoon takes are bad, get over it, but again, they didn't care who I covered until I specifically started covering kids who are insane and make all of their, like, make their hatred for the fucking demon cartoons their entire fucking personality and, like, a linchpin of their politics. That's when they started caring, because I didn't have the right opinion, the correct opinion for the team on the funny demon cartoons. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. But it was cruel to say that Pink King saying Alistair should be like Omni-Man is dumb, and it was making Artisa's life a living hell to watch her videos on stream and respond to her critiques and debunk them with the show itself and point out how homophobic she was being. Yeah, and then, yeah. But, you know, anything they say or do to me, well, that's fine, though. That's perfectly fine. Pink King making 2 cancel videos on me with, like, inflammatory accusations, and then teaming up with Blackish for a 3rd. And, of course, teaming up with Limis, who they both, started saying is a pedophile. And then people got mad at me for not going as far as to call Limus a pedophile, because I didn't think there was any solid proof of that. I just think making a safe space for minors as just like some random 20-year-old on the internet is a very dumb and dangerous idea, and I just think Limus was very naive and still wishes they were a teenager. So, yeah, and the people were like, well, why didn't you warn us harder about Limus? And it's like, are you fucking for real right now? Yeah. Krim was on Blackish's first video saying, oh, I appreciate what you're doing here, but you're getting a little transphobic, and then he got really transphobic, and it's like, okay, so maybe teaming up with people over just shared hatred of one female creator and her work is not the brightest idea? You know, I'm just saying. But that's fine. Yeah, anything people do to me is fine, of course. Well, Limus is back to being my innocent victim now, after everyone was calling her a pedophile. Even though, again, I think the most Limus did was just be very irresponsible, deliberately gathering up minors, some under the age of 15, into a Discord server, announcing that's what you're doing, and that's your intent, to give them a safe space like you didn't have when you were a kid. And again, I think that's just Arrested Development. I think they're just an idiot who wishes they were 16 still. But what they were doing was just dangerous for the kids, really, because, you know, people are gonna say, oh, you have a whole Discord full of naive minors, do you? You know, not good. But I didn't see any evidence that they're like a fucking predator, so, like, I'm not gonna go as far as to call somebody that, because guess what? I don't fucking throw around accusations willy-nilly like that. Because it's immature and stupid.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Sigh, they were post-minors. How could you?
I know, right?
JK.
Yeah, it's like when everyone got mad at me, like, it's like...
At Evie Tomato Soup Full sent a super chat. This makes me question their opinion of Lork. Lord is an awful person, but without that her media takes are terrible and lies. If she wasn't nasty, would Ant and Krim see you as bullying her?
I wonder.
At Mesomouse1556 sent a super chat. Ace spec by romantic tax.
Thank you, thank you. According to the Malcord, I'm not a feminist. Okay.
Culture sent a super chat. It's amazing how people on Ant's side in your comments on your post don't understand Discord DMs are not public, then claim I'm being biased towards you.
I don't know. They can just stew in their own juices all they want. I don't know how I make people this fucking angry, though. I did not like the mods on the Malcord, because again, like I said, they're the exact kind of mean girl circle jerk clique that always ruin Discord servers and always, like, impose their own culture on everybody there. And act like being a fucking internet moderator is some kind of elite position. Which is just absolutely stupid and embarrassing and lame. Yeah, isn't it funny? I, like, called them out exactly for what they are, and that's what they're acting like now, huh? Isn't that funny? They do demand a hive mind. It's like all the people coming up to me right now on my YouTube post and my Tumblr, though it's died down. It lasted like a day because I just got the fuck off Twitter. But they're coming to me saying, Ant gave you more than you deserved. You should be grateful for him for trying to educate you and change you. And it's like, are you listening to yourself right now? You know, basically, yeah, you should have joined the hive mind and were very angry you didn't. And it's like, okay, whatever, man. I'm gonna go back to just making fun of people's media opinions and looking at weird videos on the internet. So everyone's like, oh, you have to actually talk more on Lily. Okay, well here, I'm gonna do some things to help expose and spread the word about Lily. No, you have to make an actual video just about her crimes. Well, I don't want to do that. That's not what my channel's for. But you have to! But I'm not going to. But this is what I'm doing right here. Okay? These are the things that I am doing to help you with Lily. And that was never good enough for anyone.
You sent a super chat. I love Alastair and Vox as characters but don't want copies of them pasted all over my other favorite characters. I like the other disasters as they are.
I see. Yeah, because like you wouldn't want every character to be like that. God forbid we just have fun villains that are just villains for the sake of being villains. No, Ant didn't even, like, approach me privately before, like, just making a show of disavowing me to impress Twitter, so, whatever. I'm over it already. They're apparently not. I don't know what it is. It's like people, like, think they're entitled to my channel and what I do with it just because I showed up one day with a microphone talking about shit I wanted to. I gotta join the Brotherhood of Steel and get their technology? You're right. Actually, that should be one of the... I think when I'm ready to do a long game stream, I'm really gonna torture you guys. I'm gonna, like, make it a vote between the Fallout trilogy, Baldur's Gate, and Fallout New Vegas. I think the gaming streams are gonna be better now that I am unlisting them. That's something I started doing. And I made fucking Sapphire's hair really big. Wait a minute, I might need to...
Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Saw someone say, Viv's characters all have the same silhouette. I wanted kilometers myself. Words mean things. Read a book, preferably a dictionary.
I almost want to do that Hello HR meme with, like, you have Joan and Vasquez, and it's like, I draw spindly characters. Aw, aren't you sweet? And Vivzy Pop coming up saying, I'm inspired by the guy who draws spindly characters. And it's like, hello, HR! Yeah, by the Mass Effect trilogy, I mean 1, 2, and 3 together. Maybe one day I'll play Andromeda and defend it. I'm a bit, maybe if I play it again now, I'll be like, okay, maybe this wasn't defensible. But I'm a little bit of an Andromeda apologist. I think the game's biggest crime was just being mid.
Mr. DeBoss Baby 6969 send a super chat. Nah, Powder Gangers rule. Join the Powder Gangers.
That's a tempting offer. Did I say Fallout Trilogy? I'm sorry. I meant Mass Effect Trilogy. Oh, hang on. Let me say that again. I'll make you guys vote between the Mass Effect Trilogy, Baldur's Gate, and Fallout New Vegas for our first, like, wicked long play. And then game streams will just be unlisted as I go and be in a playlist, so you can rewatch them if you want to. Because they don't really have a lot of rewatchability, you know, I don't think. I mean, for some people they might. Though I might be clipping out that Alan Wake 2 DLC I fell ass first into last game stream because that whole experience was very funny, and I think I might be able to make a funny video out of it. It'd be a way to test how, like, maybe edited gaming content would do, so. Yeah, Andromeda is fine. You know, it's just fine. It's not as good as the original trilogy. Not by a long shot. But it's fine. It's a fine game. And the combat's better. I will say the combat is better than the original trilogy. There, I said it with my whole chest. The combat in Andromeda is better than the original trilogy. And it has some good stuff in it.
Pyro7693 sent a super chat. Gary.
Gary. Ha, Gary. 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 Yeah, that's true. Is that in New Vegas? I couldn't remember if that was in New Vegas or 3. That would be something to look forward to. I usually romance Liara because that's, like, the only lesbian option, but, when we play Mass Effect, we're playing as female Shepard, And we're gonna romance Garrus, because Garrus's romance is very funny and dorky, and it'll be good for a stream, I think. And I'll have you guys design a female shepherd with me. I can't play male shepherd. I can't. His voice acting drives me fucking crazy. It just drags me right out of the game. I have tried. I've never been able to complete a game as male shepherd ever in my life. I can't do it. So, we'll, though, playing Sheplu might be funny too, but I think I'd rather have Jennifer Hale's voice in our ears as we play. I like Mark Meer. I like Mark Meer as an actor. He's really good at character voices. He's really good at comedic acting. He is not good as a leading man. He is terrible as Shepard. He always sounds like he's reading off cue cards over the other character's shoulders, and he's not in the scene he's in. I can't take it. I can't stand it. But yeah, I don't know. Female Shepard doing the Garrus romance, it seems like a fun time, so we'll have a good time with that. And maybe I'm trying to think, maybe I'll do a different class than I usually do, because I did do a pure adept playthrough one time, and it was fun, but it was a little challenging because you're kind of made of glass. But I usually play Vanguard.
_brain sent a super chat. Garrus is the only romance option, and there is no male shep. What you talking about?
You're right. What am I talking about? There is no male shepherd. He's just a hallucination. There's only been female shepherd. Like I said, I usually romance Liara, though. Mostly because I don't have a choice, and they won't let me romance Jack. Yes, they're mad at basic shape language, because they have to find reasons to say show bad. People just, I don't know what it is. They just get deranged about this sort of thing. They're so invested in hating this one woman and her independently created show that she basically got to where it is on her own efforts. And it's a quote-unquote queer show. You think they would all be really happy about that, but evidently not. Why does the music keep cutting out?
At Pyro7693 sent a super chat. Tailai and Ashley are my go-to romances.
I usually kill Ashley in game 1. Sorry, Kimberly Brooks. Fun fact, by the way, Ashley in Mass Effect is voiced by the same voice actor as Jasper in Steven Universe, Kimberly Brooks. I did not know that until after I was looking her up, after I started watching SU. Also, why is my iTunes freaking the fuck out? What is going on? We need our music. She is such a good voice actor. Like, I was like, who voices Jasper anyway? And I'm looking at her IMDb like, wait a minute. Wait, what? She was Ashley? She was Daisy Fitzroy in BioShock Infinite? What? Oh, speaking of Mass Effect, here's some... Yes, and Kimberly is... Both Kimberly Brooks and Jennifer Hale are Hex Girls. There's your Mass Effect reunion right there. This is great. Yeah, so I usually kill Ashley, but maybe we'll keep her alive in this playthrough. I don't know. And Caden's just boring. I wouldn't be surprised if Kimberly Brooks is in The Simpsons. She does a lot of background voice work. She's done so much voice acting, you guys. It's insane. Yeah, gay characters being actual characters and not model minorities that are just there to virtue signal is the problem, I imagine, with these people. Well, they have to, like, discount that Vizipop is Latina, because that makes them uncomfortable.
At Plasmamu sent a super chat. Never liked Ashley, she pushed me into liking Taylor.
I do like Tally, but I've just never done the romance, because again, I don't play as male shepherd because I can't stand his voice acting. Otherwise, maybe I would have, I don't know. Oh, you gotta give it to the Twitter anti-racists who always say something astoundingly racist while they're trying to prove how not racist they are. Forced tension with Caden. Caden always has forced tension, because like in 2 even, he's just like, I don't know if I can trust you, Shepard, you're working for Cerberus. It's like, I literally just came back to life, bro. Do you ever call Alan Wake voice acting how dare you? I'm mad at Dragon Age Veilguard for a lot of things, but I guess I should be glad we got something before the series officially died. Well, the game forced you to a hetero run. What about fucking Mass Effect 2, where as a female Shepard, you cannot talk to Jacob without Shepard sounding like she's flirting with him. Like, it's just, like, every single line, she just automatically sounds like she's flirting with him, and it's really awkward. And nobody likes Jacob, he's boring. He's the most boring human character, and the human characters are usually really boring, unless they're Jack. Yeah, Remedy just kind of has their own acting trope going on for their games. It's kind of interesting. We will be doing more Alan Wake 2 on Friday or Saturday, probably. And I didn't get any, like, game crashes last time, so I think I fixed whatever weird issue my GPU was having with it. No, they just want to interpret everything in Hazbin Hotel as poorly as possible because they have this weird parasocial hatred for Vivziepop. And much like Lily Orchard, they think these things work like a webcomic and she's just writing and drawing every single thing in it. You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, like, Jack in Mass Effect, like, gives hints that she's bisexual or otherwise attracted to both. And then they just, like, pull it right back because they got scared of Fox News, because... you guys are, most of you are probably too young to remember, but...
7693 sent a super chat. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite stream on the Citadel.
You better bet when we play, I will go to every single store and record that message for them, so every single store just has the same fucking Commander Shepard message, because that's always really funny to me to do. But, what was I gonna say? God damn it, it fell right out of my head. So they go, oh, Fox News! So some of you might not even remember, but when the first Mass Effect came out, because there were, like, really mild sex scenes in it, Fox News went off on this whole thing about how it was, like, a porn game, and it was all about, like, hardcore fucking, and the character designer was to design your perfect lover, and they brought on some bitch who, as an expert, who didn't even play it or see any of it, and was just, like, spouting off what they wanted her to. And then a bunch of people went and, like, review bombed her book and said, well, I didn't read it, but I know it's bad. And she ended up apologizing and saying, yeah, actually, somebody showed me the sex scenes, and I've seen worse on primetime TV. But they were BioWare got so spooked by that they rolled back all of the gay options in Mass Effect 2 that were planned. And you can see a lot of them are still in the game. Like, Tali will flirt with a female Shepard. Jack will indicate she's bisexual. You know, I think Thane was also supposed to be a male Shepard option. And then Casey Hudson came out and said some shit about how, well, you know, our M-rated game is like a PG-13 movie, so we can't really have gay stuff in it. Meanwhile, like, gay shit's been all over Dragon Age the entire time. But... DA2 Double Down made everyone a bi-disaster. Yeah, DA2, like, every single one of your companions is a bisexual disaster. I mean, there aren't many romance options. There's 4 of them. The four main ones are all bisexual, canonically. Like, it isn't even player sexuality. It's like, they all express being bisexual at various times, even without Hawk. I almost said Shepard. So yes, in my game, it's my very gay pain-in-the-ass Hawk, his 4 disaster bisexual friends, and the one straight woman who's corralling them all. Though, if you have Sebastian, you can romance him as a female Hawk, but it's like an asexual marriage, because he's taken, like, a vow of chastity as a Chantry brother. So, which is kind of an interesting dynamic, you know? And I like Sebastian. Like, I didn't have his DLC for the longest time, because I didn't really care. And then I think I was reading Party Banter on the wiki one day. I was probably writing a fan fiction or something, and I was seeing some of the banters between Sebastian and Fenris is my favorite character and my favorite romance. So I was like, oh, I kind of like their little friendship here, their little back and forth, and they have some pretty interesting conversations. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get his DLC then. And then I started the DLC, and then I heard his first lines like, why did nobody tell me he was Scottish? I would have played this sooner. It's like with fucking Mark of the Assassin. I ignored that DLC for the longest time because all the marketing focused on Felicia Day. It's like, look, Felicia Day's in the game. Look, we made an elf that looks like Felicia Day. Felicia Day's in the game. It's like, I do not give a fucking shit about Felicia Day. And then I learned it was like a comedic hawk playground, and I was like, why did nobody tell me about this? Because I, of course, play a comedic hawk. If you don't know, in Dragon Age 2, you can play Hawk as either a hard-ass, diplomatic, or, you know, a smart-ass. And you can combine the reactions, but the character will automatically lean toward whatever one you tend to choose the most. And so, a lot of people like to talk about that dynamic and how they roleplay their character. And the game is much more dynamic than a lot of people give it credit for. So, I went into Dragon Age 2 wanting to hate it. I was on the hate train when it first came out. Because it's like, oh my god, it's so different from Origins, and we're making us be human, and none of the old companions are coming back, except for Anders from fucking Dragon Age Awakening, and I fucking hate that guy. So I was like, this game is gonna suck, it's gonna blow, they're gonna try to make Hawk the Shepherd of Dragon Age, and honestly, at this point, I kind of wish they had, because Dragon Age Inquisition and Veilguard, the plots would make a lot more sense if it was just Hawk in the main character role, I feel. But... oh well, c'est la vie, but, yeah, so, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I was on the hate train for fucking Dragon Age 2, and then the demo came out, and I played it, and I was like, well, the gameplay is kind of fun, and I do like fantasy, so I guess I'll buy it. First playthrough, of course, I played as a female character. I romanced Meryl, had a flig with Isabella. That's the only time I ever had Isabella come back for Act 3 in my game. It's probably because I fucked her. And then she's never come back again because I fucked her by handing over to the Kunari. But I think she remembers. And then I was like, well, on my second character, I'll play a male character, and I'll run a mage because I want to romance Fenris now, and because, you know, if you romance a character, you tend to get a little bit more character information about them. I was like, oh, Fenris is pretty interesting. So my male run, I'll romance him, and I'll be a mage, because won't that be funny? He hates mages, and I'll be a mage, and I'll romance him, and that'll be great. And then I caught all the feels, and they became my OTP. Now that's the only way I can play. So I love my Hawk Sun Boy and his grumpy elf boyfriend. So, yes. Purple Hawk with Isabella romance is peak comedy. You know, I always end up pissing off Isabella now these days somehow. I don't, even before Act 3. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say everything in Veilguard was bad. There's some things I like, and I definitely liked seeing the locations we saw. I wanted to see Tevinter, I wanted to see the Grand Necropolis, and I really liked the environment design. But, yeah, I mean, the game just is not very good. I did like the rogue gameplay, though. I tried Mage, I did not like Mage. Just didn't like how it played. Maybe I need to get more used to it, but, I uninstalled the game for now anyway to make space, so... They did release a Hawk champion outfit. I could just, like, roleplay and pretend I'm Hawk. That could be fun. The wait to romance Garrus at ME2 is surreal. Well, Garrus, like, wasn't even planned to be a returning character, but him and Tally were so popular in the first game, they brought them back, and then made them romances. And the funniest part is if you don't romance either Garrus or Tally, they hook up with each other. Which, it's just cute, you know? I kind of like how they did that, after a while, where, like, if a character isn't romanced, they might hook up with another character, another companion in the game who's romanceable. They did that in Dragon Age 2 as well. If you don't romance either Fenris or Isabella, and they're both still in the party by, like, Act 3, they are hooking up. And, like, Dorian and Iron Bull will hook up if neither one of them are romanced, and, Sarah in Dragon Age Inquisition will hook up with, Dagna, the dwarf mage. She's not really a mage, exactly, but... What does she call herself in... Arcanist, I think, is what the title she gave herself? But yeah, it's just funny that, like, Sarah thirsts over Kunari women and she ends up with a tiny little dwarf girl. And it's like, it's definitely like the dumbass and the college educated with five PhDs couple. No, Dragon Age has nothing to do with Nier. Dragon Age is a BioWare series. Their original fantasy series they did after they were done with, like, Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights. They decided to make their own non-licensed fantasy, and that's what Dragon Age was, and then EA bought the company and just, like, was constantly punching the series in the face, and delaying it and canceling it, and trying to make it into something it was never supposed to be, and just ruined it, but us fans still clung on hard, and we still love our terrible, flawed game series. We love it a lot. I was always into Dragon Age for the story and the characters, so. The Dragon Age anime was pretty good. I don't know what the fuck it was supposed to set up now, though. Looks like we missed a storyline in Veilguard, because they were, like, setting up, like, something happening back in Kirkwall, and, like, Meredith was back as some kind of, like, Red Lyrium Wraith. Whatever happened to that? But the Dragon Age anime, it's worth watching. It was fine. I don't have strong feelings about it one way or another. It was entertaining and fine. So, but yeah, I've always loved the world building of Dragon Age. That's what I was always into it for. But EA could just not let the series be. They just couldn't let it be. Like, with Inquisition, it was like, you guys have to turn it into, like, a open world game and have a multiplayer, and it's like, why? Why are you doing this? And again, on its own, Inquisition is not bad. I don't, like, when I was replaying it on stream, I was like, you know what, kind of tooling around the big interesting maps can be kind of relaxing and nice, but it just wasn't a fit for Dragon Age, you know? And then they were gonna turn Veilguard into a hero game, and that was, like, a terrible mistake they never should have done. That's when Mark Darrow left the company. He just threw his hands up and left and said, okay, I'm out. I can't take this anymore. You know, which, you know what, I don't blame him at all. So they tried to turn it into a hero game. That was going disastrously. Then they realized, oh shit, we should make this a single-player game. And in the last 3 years, they brought in that lady who some of the chuds try to blame for how it turned out. But it's like, no, she was there wrangling this project into something shippable for the last 3 years of it. And it's kind of a miracle that it came out as well as it did. So, like, leave her alone. They're like, but she's trans, so the non-binary character is a self-insert. It's like, this woman saved the project. And got us anything after 10 years, so, like, come on. That had to be a nightmare scenario. And it's either Patrick Weeks or a Nepo baby who was to blame for Tosh, so... I don't know how Pearl and Sarah from Hazbin would get along. Hazbin is no place for the Steven Universe characters. They're too... Tosh wasn't even the worst writing in VG? Explain, Invising Emu. What do you think is the worst bit of writing in Veilguard? I'm curious now. You might need to it might refresh my memory anyway. It's been a bit since it came out. And I did just only play it on stream. I did start a mage playthrough, but I never finished it. Yeah, I don't blame people for not getting into the games because each installment is way too different from the previous ones. That's completely valid. But like I said, I was always there for the world building and the lore, which remained pretty consistent throughout the games. In Veilguard, they more, like, sawed the teeth off of it. Like, we can talk about how the elves are discriminated against, but we can't show it ever. And we can talk about how there's slavery in Tevinter, but we'll show it, like, maybe once. And never again. Yeah. It's like, all these places are based on, like, you know, historical things that humanity did in our past. Like, we expect these people to be archaic and backwards. It's a fucking fantasy story. Yeah, Veilguard definitely felt like it was supposed to be an MMO, because it was supposed to be like a fucking hero game, and they were gonna try to like make it compete with like Fortnite or some shit because they're absolutely fucking stupid. And I don't know if that was down from EA or BioWare itself, but whoever it was is really fumbled, and now the series is dead. I already thought it was dead before Veilguard came out, but... And even though it did feel like an MMO, I didn't mind what hallway set pieces the environments in Veilguard were, though, because I thought they were well constructed, and I thought they looked good, and I thought they had a lot of personality, so I didn't mind that so much, to be honest. You're right, Sir Pentious should have lost his British accent when he went to heaven. There's no Brits in heaven, obviously. There was someone on one of Ant's posts who took my joking British prejudice that people do on the internet as, like, real xenophobia. Like, for fuck's sake. It's American to make fun of the British. Don't you know our history? We fucking fought against them for our freedom. I think we can make fun of them. Every time I make fun of the British, or Canada, or the French, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke about our history with America. Like, this is a common fucking thing. People are so stupid. Disappointed that Valentino is more dumb than devious, but I blame fan content for setting my expectations too high. Yeah. I mean, the first time we see Valentino in the show, he's a whiny bitch. I think it's okay for villains who do actually bad things to be completely undignified. I think that's fine. I think that's good. Oi, where's your fish and chips, mate? It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the French hate us back. Don't you know? My god, you can't even have, like, friendly banter anymore. Nope, and I didn't unpause the supers, I'm sorry.
Shiny Smeargle sent a super chat. Any love for my guy? Yes, man?
Yes, man? I don't like him, but I also don't like Claptrap. It's the same phenomenon.
Philip sent a super chat. I love Mass Effect, but as a trans guy who is not like super buff, I hate playing male chars that are like that, so thank God for mods.
Yeah, they don't really let you adjust Shepard's physique. You can only do the face, so...
At Pyro7693 sent a super chat. Can the playthrough stream wait? I'm in the middle of some celebrations.
Fuck you. Again, I said I can't see the super chats coming right now because the chat that can do that is, like, not working because I have it in sub-only mode and OBS is having problems with that. We'll be wrapping up soon anyway, but you guys will have the joy of watching our husband stream tomorrow, where we will do a breakdown of the episode and talk about it. Talk about our feelings. No, I don't like Claptrap. I think he's very annoying, and, like, one time my friend and I were playing Borderlands 2, and he brought me to the part where, you go to Claptrap's birthday party and nobody shows up and it's really sad and pathetic, and I was, like, laughing evilly the entire time, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, suffer, little robot." And then another buddy of mine really wanted to play pre-sequel because she really wanted to play as Claptrap, and I said, "Fine, I have pre-sequel, I will play it through with you." And, she got the ability to make Claptrap high-five my character and kept forcing me to do it. I was like, how dare you? Claptrap is the annoying little robot from Borderlands. I would not mind playing Borderlands 2 again. I like playing it with people, so if I ever had an opportunity to, like, do a group play of it, that could be fun. Oh god, I am never playing pre-sequel again. I am never playing pre-sequel again. It is a slog, and it's bad. And it's not as funny as 2, and it's just annoying, and the combat is bad, and the boss battles are fucking, it was horrible getting through that game with her, but she really, really wanted to play as Claptrap, and I kept saying, like, the whole time, I kept saying, I swear Borderlands 2 is funnier, I swear Borderlands 2 is funnier, I swear Borderlands 2 is funnier. I actually haven't watched episodes 5 and 6 yet, I was out all day, so, that's why the stream was late. Borderlands 2 is very fun, but I only ever play it with other people, because it's really made for, like, playing with a group. So, I find the gameplay kind of boring on your own. But I main Zero.
Pyro7693 sent a super chat. Sir Hammerlock is the GOAT.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, he was in 2, right? Yeah. Handsome Jack is so fucking funny. Especially in 2. He's really funny in, Tales from the Borderlands 2. I always say Borderlands 2 and Tales from the Borderlands are the only good Borderlands games. I do have a Switch. Maybe I could try to hook up my Switch to stream sometime, and if you really want me to play Nintendo games, you children. Face McShooty, yeah, best character, Face McShooty. Also, I might have missed it in voicing email if you said what you thought was the worst written thing in Veilguard.
Tomato Soup Full sent a super chat. Before I go, if you BG3, play Dark Urge character PLS.
Dark, is that a vampire? You want me to be a vampire? I hate vampires. I might have missed it if you said so, but I was just remembering though, in Veilguard they do have that scene at the end where fucking Elgranon just moves the moon. Like, that was some bullshit. He just moves the moon? Are you kidding me? Do you know what that would do to the planet? Unless my theory is correct, and Thedas, where Dragon Age takes place, is not on a planet, but is on a moon orbiting a planet. Because the world has a second moon that's only seen at certain times of the year. That makes me think that that's the planet they're orbiting. That moon, you know? So there's 2 moons orbiting a planet, and the world of Thedas is on one of those moons. It's always been a theory of mine. Yeah, I still need to play Princess Peach Showtime. And I've been wanting to. It looks fun. Yeah, you didn't know that Dragon Age has 2 moons? But one is only seen during, like, the solstice. Could be a binary planetary system. I don't know. That's just a little theory I have. Though, another part of me is always like, I don't want anything resembling sci-fi and fantasy. As far as I'm concerned, every fantasy world is flat. You know? But I think the world literally is flat in Lord of the Rings, actually. And of course, it definitely is in Discworld. Yeah, Princess Peach Showtime looks fun. I hadn't gotten around to playing it. I don't really use my Switch that much. She does wear pants in Showtime. You have an option to put Princess Peach in pants in Showtime. Shad is in shambles. Yeah, I'm a fantasy flat earther, yes. Look, I read The Dragons of Pern once, and my autistic brain couldn't take spaceships next to dragons. I didn't like it. I like the mix of fantasy and sci-fi depending on the way it's done, I think. Something like Final Fantasy, something a little more steampunk, you know. It depends how it's done, but a lot of times I like my fantasy to be medieval swords and sorcery, you know. I don't know if I could get into Pathfinder. I'm not really that into dungeon crawlers and stuff that are similar to that. I watch Rebel Moon? I don't know. Is that a Star Wars thing? I have the wrong perspective on her bangs. I gotta stop doing this to myself. About the Kroll movie. It's basically a medieval fantasy world invaded by aliens. That does sound interesting. Actually. Maybe that could happen in the Mass Effect universe. It was bad? Well, I mean, sometimes even a bad movie can be fun, though. I mean... I don't know if I'd exactly call Power Rangers / Super Sentai like a mix of fantasy and sci-fi. That's more just like superhero stuff, wouldn't you think? Like I said, it was Dragons of Pern that triggered me as a child. And it's like, oh, we have spaceships and space stations, but also there's dragons here. And I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't mix the two of those things. Zack Snyder Mario verse. Why would you speak such a horrible thing into existence? Magical Star Sign for DS. I had a DS Lite briefly, but I have never been big on handhelds. I just really wanted to play Professor Layton. No, fair enough, Amber. I'll take her word for it. I don't watch many Super Sentai shows. There's one person in my Discord who was always sending, like, Super Sentai gifs, and every single one they send is, like, the most amazing, campiest thing you've ever seen in your life. It's great. Oh, Masters of the Universe? Yeah, kind of like a Conan or a He-Man thing. Yeah, a little bit. Superhero genre is big Japanese tokusatsu next to giant monsters. Yeah, basically. I mean, just flatly will call, like, Sentai stuff superhero, because I think that fits into the broader genre of what that means, you know? Just like I'll switch between manga and comics when talking about Japanese comics, because, like, it's still sequential art, it's still part of the medium of comics, you know? Even Bible Man counts. Even Bible Man. And we could all use a little more camp and lightheartedness in our lives, I think. Remember, everybody, it's selfish to have any joy in your life and not pay attention to every single thing happening in the world. So says some asshole on Twitter who thinks that they have any power over your life. We need to make Amethyst a little smaller on this panel. So kind of figuring out my layout here. Bee and Puppy Cat, mix of sci-fi, fantasy, and a slice of life. Yeah. You're right. I don't even know what you'd call that kind of genre. I mean, normally when I was doing a webcomic, I would write scripts and I would thumbnail. I haven't been doing that so much with Switcheroo, but maybe I should start. It definitely helps if you build a foundation first. It helps you get the work done faster. My friends and I are still kind of developing a webcomic, so we'll definitely want to develop a workflow for it. It'll probably be something we release, like, we just draw, like, one season of and then release it on a schedule and see how it does. That was a good idea my friend had, instead of just trying to, like, draw it as you go along. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, hello. Anta's disavowing me on Twitter to impress Twitter people who were trying to cancel me because some kid got mad at me on Twitter. And I deleted Twitter because it's not worth it. I'm gonna stop arguing with people on Twitter. I'm just gonna focus on my channel, and we're just gonna focus on having fun, and I'm never listening to anybody who tells me I need to use my platform to spread awareness of anything ever again. It was more than 1 second. Oh no, you caught me in another lie, Space Frog. As the bugs. The bugs. No, I'm just explaining the situation as somebody who asked in, on Twitch. And Twitter's really not fucking worth it. It's just, like, a bunch of people just constantly trying to point fingers at each other and come out on top. And they think this is how you're supposed to engage with other people and how you're supposed to discuss, like, fucking media. I don't know, Space Frog. You might have to learn this lesson the hard way, because he's definitely riding high on this for some reason. And again, I was fine with him. I said, oh, the door's still open, whatever. Until he started saying some shit about how he was always trying to educate me. And it's like, okay, like... So you just saw our entire association as me being your pet project. Is that what this was? Okay, that's cool. And everybody's telling me you should be grateful to him for trying to do something you never asked him to do and was never going to work in the first place, which is try to turn me into another, like, political brain rot virtue signaler. Oh, I'm doing just fine, silly, and we're gonna have our has-been discussion tomorrow, don't you worry. I just haven't seen the episodes yet. I told everybody you can send me super chats of out-of-context or fake spoilers. Many people oblige. Yep, and most people are seeing what they're trying to cancel me for are complete nothing burgers. Like, oh, I had an awkward conversation once a year ago with a censored slur in it that was posted by a Steven Sest pedo artist who hates me for the crime of cutting off contact with them. Me having an uninformed opinion on something like 4 months ago. And me saying if Hassan hates America so much he should go back to Turkey, said sarcastically about a multi-millionaire born to a rich family whose job was given to him by his billionaire media mogul uncle who started out as a pickup artist who abuses his dog, has literally been to a Diddy party, and whose entire daily wardrobe costs more than you make in 3 months. But yeah, I'm the one punching down. Dude, I don't know what causes side derangement syndrome. It's just because I won't toe the line and, like, just make all the correct views people think I should have by talking points or something. I don't know. That's the other thing. People think anything you say is, like, some kind of declarative statement that you, like, stand by as, like, a hard agenda or hard ideological position, and it's like, no. That's not how anything works. He's a communist with a Gucci bag. Got his Prada kicks, gotta have his swag. But yeah, it's punching down for me to make fun of the multi fucking millionaire who grifts. And there were people in Malcolm's server literally saying it's impossible for leftists to grift, and it's like, if you believe this dude actually believes a single goddamn thing that comes out of his mouth, you are fucking insane. But dude, keep giving him your paycheck from Burger King.
Sent a super chat. Just keep doing you. Spoilers, Lucifer becomes a Sue.
Becomes a what? He becomes a Steven Universe? Yeah, Blackish Just fans came to harass me, of course. But that was fine. It's fine when I get harassed, but if I talk about somebody's cartoon opinions, that's harassment. I'm cruel in making their life a living hell by saying, yeah, the point you made about this cartoon is dumb. And here's why. And in Artisa's case, also, you're being pretty homophobic right now.
Bylonic sent a super chat. God forbid a girl have an opinion.
Yep. But we're also, like, I'm being way stricter on my ban on talk of politics and, world events on my Discord now. I was a little too lenient letting people start conversations like that. We are there to bullshit and have fun. Not every space has to be one of these virtue-signaling pain-in-the-ass spaces. Like, let people just live their fucking lives once in a while.
At 7 Olin sent a super chat. Twitter is a tish fire. Unamused face emoji. So glad I left before the muskrat got a hold of it. Also happy to make a stream live for one.
Hey,
Purple
welcome.
Hearts emoji.
Thank you for your super chat. I am going to wrap up in like 10 minutes, but I did say it was going to be a short one today. But we'll have a good, robust talk about Has-Been Hotel. And we were saying earlier there's 3 episodes of Digital Circus left. I think what I'm going to do, because I think it's too late to start episode discussions. Or is it? I don't know. Do you guys want episode discussions of Digital Circus? We could do that too, but I was thinking I could wait till the last episode. We could do like a last episode discussion plus full series discussion. But if you guys want, I could just do episode by episode discussions of Digital Circus too. It just feels like we're kind of starting halfway through, but whatever. Whatever. But I did feel like these episode discussion streams were like a good continuation of my channel where, because I like bantering with chat, we like talking about media, so it makes sense. And I'll probably be just doing other shows I'm watching, because we'll keep doing Has-Been, we'll definitely be doing Nights Like Guinevere. Might do Severance Season 3 when it comes out, just because I know I'm gonna be watching that right when it comes out. So... Oh, sure, Miss Jasmine, and yeah, if you have questions about the show, I can explain shit, and then, you know, you always go watch it, too, if you get interested. You do need to watch Severance, it's so good! It's excellent. Especially if you like really like weird stuff that you have to like pay close attention to the visual storytelling. Like I can't even draw when I'm watching Severance because there's so much visual storytelling you have to pay attention. Oh, you don't know what Severance is about. Oh, let me explain. I'm gonna pause the supers just in case because I can't see them coming right now. So Severance is about people who get an operation on their brain that makes it so they don't recall their workday. So you go to work, you get in the elevator, snap, you wake back up, it's the end of the workday. You don't have to do any of the work yourself. Isn't that cool? Question is, what is that experience like for the working personality? For them, it's just a never-ending workday. Forever. So that's what the series is about, but it's a little more than that because the company that invented Severance is kind of a cult. It's really weird. So, like, it's a big, powerful corporation, but it's also a cult. And they seem to be using Severance to maybe create, like, the perfect obedient people. It's very interesting. It's on Apple. It's on Apple streaming services, unfortunately. So I only buy a subscription when the show is on. But it's really good. It stars Adam Scott from, what was he on? He was on one of the sitcoms, one of the funny sitcoms people like. Was it 30 Rock or was it Parks and Rec? It was one of them. He's really good. Everybody is so good at it. Everyone is so good at it. There's Britt Lauer as the main female character. She's actually kind of more of the main character sometimes. Who else was in it? It's been a little bit. John Turturro's in it, actually, and Christopher Walken, which is kind of great. Who's the guy who plays Mr. Milkshake? Tramiel Tillman. He's the outstanding one, and he's just a guy who decided he was just gonna start acting one day, and he's incredible. He can make workplace toxic positivity so intimidating. He's like their handler, Mr. Milchick. He's like their handler, their supervisor. He's not severed, but he's a cult member. He's a member of the corporate cult, and he's a company man. And he can just make, like, that sort of obnoxious, toxically positive, diplomatic HR speak sound really intimidating, and it's so good. No, there's a joke where, like, some side character called him Mr. Milkshake, and the fandom just started calling him Mr. Milkshake after that. I can't help myself. But his name's Milchick. But yeah, I would say, like, when Severance Season 3 is about to drop, get an Apple subscription and binge watch the first 2 seasons, then watch Season 3. It's really good. But again, you really have to pay attention and watch what's happening on screen, because they tell a lot of stuff through the visual storytelling. And the first season especially is very cerebral, very, not abstract, but it feels almost like, if it looks how disassociation feels. It's very just kind of like dreamlike, and it's very, I don't know, the mood is so interesting. And the language everyone uses is so interesting, because the corporate cultists, the Lumen corporate cultists, all kind of speak in a very particular way and use very particular vocabulary. It's so interesting. It's so well written. You really gotta lock in to watch Severance. You do. So much of it is told through the visuals. But everybody gives such a good performance, too. It's such good. And it's like, it's made by Ben Stiller's production house in New York. So that's kind of interesting that it's not an LA production, it's a New York production. So that's also, like, maybe some differences about it. But yeah, definitely, yeah, if you like, really, like, existential, cerebral stuff, very kind of moody stuff. Oh, it's a series, but it's filmed as good as a movie. It really, every single episode, and the episodes are like an hour long, so basically every episode is like a mini movie. It's really good stuff. And it's not like an abundance of special effects or anything either. It's all just direction and color use and costuming and stuff that really makes the look of it. And the sets are super interesting. And the sets give off really, like, 60s brutalist liminal space, which really adds to the feeling of dissociation. And remember, for the severed personalities that actually do the job, that's their entire life. They'll feel a little different after they get in the elevator to go home and then immediately walk back out to another workday. Like, oh, I feel a little well-rested, or my shoulders feel a little less tight, but it's just a never-ending workday for them in this windowless underground office that they can never leave. Because they completely change personalities once they exit. Yeah, so I mean, it's like a tantalizing idea at first. Like, oh, wouldn't you want to, like, not have to remember your entire workday, but all the work is done? But again, yeah, what would that be like for that alternate personality of yours then? You know? What would that be like for you while you are at work that you don't remember? So, my N3 is something I've heard of. Yeah, maybe I'll get back into watching shows more lately. I still need to watch the Fallout show. A friend of mine really wants to watch that with me. Yeah, they only know work life and no home life. So yeah, it is very interesting. And the work is mysterious and important. They have no idea what they're doing or why. The entire workday, they have absolutely no idea what they're doing or why. They just sort numbers into boxes based on how the numbers make them feel. That's their entire job. So it's also like seemingly meaningless work. What does that mean indeed? We still don't know. But when Britt Lauer's character asks Adam Scott's character, like, what exactly do we do here? That was his answer. The work is mysterious and important. And that's also the answer some of the higher-ups give each other. So who knows what is also very... Like, middle managers like Milchick are not high enough in the cult to know the whole grand purpose, it seems. Again, this is all communicated through visuals and dialogue. Everything I'm speculating about how the cult works has all been communicated through visuals and dialogue only. So it's that kind of show. You have to really pay attention. You have to really, really pay attention. But it is what inspired me to do episode discussion streams anyway, because I was watching a few people who were doing episode discussion streams of Severance Season 2 when it was coming out. I think Nautilus Files was one of them I was watching. Can't remember any of the other channel names at the moment. I'm sure I'm still subbed to them, though. Yeah, like, just get Apple Plus. Just get a trial and, like, binge the first 2 seasons. Unfortunately, they're smart and release the episodes week to week, so you have to have a subscription longer than that to watch the new season as it comes out. But the CEO of Lumen is a weird guy. He's a weird guy, and there's a lot of speculation about the CEOs of the company. It's a lot to explain. Actually, I would say look up a lore video, at least on season 1, and if you fuck with it, watch the show. That's kind of what I did, I think. No, I didn't watch any lore videos. My brother had told me about Severance a while ago. I said, that sounds interesting, but I didn't really follow up on it. And then I saw an image of the set of The Office and what it looks like, and how it's like this weird, way too big, brutalist, 60s style liminal space, and I was like, oh, I could get into this. Actually, I wonder if I could get away with showing you guys, since we're at the end of stream anyway, and I did get some drawing done, look at that. I wonder if I could get away with showing you guys the, openings. Probably without the music. I've heard people use that music in stuff before, and hopefully it doesn't, like, maybe let's watch the season 1 one. So, what's interesting to me is, the guy who did the openings, they're animated. Oh, you got an ad? Okay, well, I'm explaining this now. The guy who did the opening, Ben Stiller just found this guy on Instagram and said, I like your work. Do you want to do the opening for my show? It was not his show. A writer took it to him, but still. I heard things about Utopia, too. I don't know if I'd ever do an analysis on Breaking Bad. There are so many channels out there that do that, and I watch a lot of them. Let me show you guys this, maybe get you guys interested in Severance. I'll probably just play the music really soft. Oops. Ah, damn it, it skipped back on me. Hang on a second, here we go. So anyway, watch this, and if this is interesting to you, you might like the show. This isn't reflective of what the show is filmed like, but it's reflective of the themes.
At Replica_Rabbit send a super chat. I like Pantheon.
Well, thank you for interrupting that for copyright reasons. Again, this is more representative of the themes of the show than how it looks or is done, but it's perfect. Slight spoilers. In Season 2, there is a scene where, Adam Scott talks to his two halves over a camcorder. It is, like, one of the best things I've ever seen. It's so good. It's so good. So, yeah, definitely, if you can, watch Severance. Yeah, Christopher Walken's in it as well. Actually, that's another thing I can get you guys interested in. There is, hang on a second. Bert and Irving Severance. I want you guys to know that in Severance, there is Old Man Yowie between John Turturro and Christopher Walken. And if that's not a reason to watch this show, I don't know what is. So if you want your Turturro on Walken Old Man Yowie, watch Severance. And also, it's a very good show about existentialism and cults, so of course I fucking love it. Anyway, I think that's about where we're gonna wrap it up, guys, on Old Man Yowie. So that's how my streams go. I start out talking about various things, go into a little bit of drama, end up recommending a TV show to you for stupid reasons. And that is what you would expect on this channel. So, yes, thank you. Thank you for your super chats and all of your support and all your positive words and words of support. I do really appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow with our Has-Been Hotel breakdown and episode discussion. And I will probably have that scheduled soon. I gotta go watch the episodes, but I'll find a good screenshot from them to represent how I think those went. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.